Sefo, could you just talk a little bit about what you've seen on film from the UCLA defense and what kind of challenges they pose?
Yeah, they run I guess 3 different coverages kind of for the majority of the time. A great defense. We're just going to have to be really consistent this week in terms, and especially preparation coming because, they're a really good defense and, we're going to have to be able to execute against them.
Sefo, how do you feel the team has responded in practice this week?
I feel like we responded really well. Obviously really disappointing last week in the way we performed. But I think the guys, especially today, we had a really good practice. And there weren't really, we call them re-rides, kind of like redoing a play against their looks. So, I think they're responding really well. And, we just got to be able to go out there on the field now and perform.
So for last year in this game against the Bruins, I'm pretty sure it was this game, things got a little bit chippy. You took some hard hits. Kept getting up, obviously. Any of that carry over from one year to the next?
No, none of it carries over. I mean, it was done as soon as the game was over. The hits, they come with the game. It's part of the game, and, you just got to take them. Maybe it'll be chippy again. I have no idea. But, from last year, I don't carry anything over.
Sefo, have you seen Oregon State and USC? What did they do differently with Nelson Spruce to kind of keep him from making those big plays over the top?
I think a lot of teams right now are making us throw the ball underneath, making sure we don't have anything deep. And, that doesn't just, I guess, go for Spruce. That goes for every receiver that we have. We just have to take what they give us, though. And if they want to let us dink and dunk down the field, then we have to be able to do that and sustain long drives. We did a really good job. One drive against USC, I think it was 18-play drive, resulting in a touchdown. We just have to be able to, do that more throughout the game, not just that one time.
You're 2-5. What do you guys say in the locker room to make sure that you're motivated? Is something changed, or is there a rally cry, or what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, there shouldn't really be a rally cry or motivation. I mean, being 2-5, you should be motivated, not to lose anymore because, like I've been saying early in the year, we want to go 1-0 each week, and we haven't been doing that recently. And, it's frustrating, you can't hide the fact of that. But, the guys are self-motivated this year compared to last year, and, we just want to win. And, the guys are putting in the preparation this week to go out there and, we just have to perform on Saturday because, the preparation's been good each week. It's just a matter of fact of going out there and executing.
Sefo, our pass rush is kind of sophisticated in the Pac-12. I mean, it's a passing conference, so I assume that the defenses are as sophisticated as the offenses. You notice a lot of interesting things that are happening in front of you.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, for the most part, also, I'm not really looking at the rush, so I couldn't tell you, what they're doing. Obviously, if they get to me, I mean, they must be doing something right on the defensive side. But, I'm not looking at the rush. If I was, they'd be bad as a quarterback.
Are you feeling a lot of pressure game to game?
No, there's no pressure. If anything,
Pass rush
in terms of pass rush pressure, no, the O-line's doing a really good job this year of protecting me and giving me time in the pocket. Obviously sometimes here or there, you'll get hit as you throw or you get sacked. That's just the nature of the game. But, for the most part, the O-line's doing a really good job.
How would you evaluate your progress this season? How far along do you think your arm is? Do you think it's the best you've had yet? Just a little personal reflection.
I think I've progressed well. Obviously, really disappointed with last week. I feel like that might have been, probably my worst game in my career as a college football player. It's just frustrating, but you're going to have that sometimes. It's just the way you bounce back is, kind of how everyone looks at it because, not even the pros, have a good game every week. So, but I think overall throughout the season I've progressed really well, but there's still room to grow. And, Coach Lindgren and everyone else has helped me along the way. So, we're going to keep going.
What is it specifically that makes you feel like that was your worst game?
Just in terms of reads and, early on in the game, when you dig yourself in a hole, and especially being in command of the offense, kind of help. I wouldn't say helping us. I'm not trying to help us dig a hole, but kind of putting us in a position of turning the ball over, misreads, that don't show up on the stat sheet, but misreads such as that. It's just frustrating, watching back on film. It's a good learning tool, But just looking back, it's kind of frustrating letting your team down, and that's what I take hard on the most is letting my teammates down.
I know you're looking at the defensive film, but do you see any comparisons to yourself with Hunley? How do you think you guys match up against each other?
I don't compare myself to anyone. I just try and be the best person that I can be, on and off the field. I know you're talking about on the field, so just on the field, I don't want to compare myself to anyone. No one has my game. I don't have anyone else's game. Obviously, you'll try and take like little snippets of other people's game and try and put it in yours, but each person is their own individual player. So I don't try and compare myself.
Is there something specifically that you're looking to do better this week that you think you can or know you have to do?
Take care of the football. There's point blank, just take care of the football. If I continue to turn over the ball, I'm just giving away the hopes and dreams of the team, and you don't want to do that, especially as a quarterback.